You know what movie I saw recently that I had no expectations to see, but was absolutely stunning? Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
My son, you can't run from your past.
I still haven't watched that one yet.
You know a movie I wanted to go see recently that I had no expectations for? I was garbage. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
I'm not a crazy man. I am a vengeful one.
Oh, shit!
Whoa, where you going?
That is a red one!
You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody!
Promise!
I promise!
Oh, yeah!
Betty, you feel like home to me. Like family.
What's going on, guys? This is Vibe.
And I'm Manny. Or Man-Man.
Th-
Sorry.
That's Man-Man. It's a long night. We're here to review, as best as we can, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. We're gonna do the good, the bad, the ugly, the usual. This is gonna be a quickie. That's what she said.
What was it? It was rated PG-13, right? They dropped the one F-bomb that they were allowed to do.
That was the good?
No. I think the end credit scene that kind of gives you some sort of excitement.
We'll get into spoilers in a minute. Not yet.
I'm sorry, mid-credit scene, because it's not an end credit scene. It's middle credits. But I think the playful banter
Between who?
Venom and Eddie Brock.
You live by my rules.
I'm sorry! I don't know what came over me. Please let me fix it. So I can push it again! You are a loser.
Might have been like the good.
The good for me is this review. I'm drinking some lovely sweet tea vodka on the rocks in my trademarked Geek Bros mug. Salud.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
The good.
It's had its few funny moments.
I would say anytime I laughed was ironic. It was not because it was funny. It was ironic. Okay? So no, I disagree with that as well.
I said moments.
Okay.
Didn't say that there was a grandeur. It's moments.
I have no good, so
I don't either.
Once you're done, that's what I thought.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to. I'm reaching.
He's doing the opposite of nitpicking. He's nit.
Because when we get to the bad and the ugly, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so much worse.
Michelle Williams is beautiful, but she can't act. She doesn't emote. She's monotone, and her scream is ridiculous.
Which one's Michelle Williams?
The wife? No, the wife, the ex-girlfriend, the whatever.
That's what I thought it was.
I used to love her in Dawson's Creek.
I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, will it be?
So either she got worse since Dawson's Creek, or I've grown up and I actually have an opinion, because
It's the same person, same character, different composure. This is not the same character from the first one.
I disagree. It's exact same character.
Do you think so?
Exact same character.
Because she was a little bit more like tougher in this one.
She probably said in her clause, I need to be more strong, but she was still a damsel in distress.
Like one time. But it just seemed too much to me. Like it was too much crowd overreach.
What do you mean?
It just seemed like they were trying too fucking hard to grasp the attention of the audience on something. Spoiler alert. When they were in the nightclub, or Venom, sorry, was in a nightclub, that was too much.
I don't know what the point of that was.
No,
it's not about it being too much. I didn't see the point.
There was no reason for it. Like, there was just completely...
It was filler.
Yeah, it could have literally... They could have...
This was a really bad rom-com, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Between Venom and Eddie Brock.
I say either. You guys say either. I say neither. And I say neither. Neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Ta-da! Catch up.
Excuse me?
With a splice of sinister something.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine.
There's a lot of nonsense. A
Um,
lot of nonsense. The story.
That was good, but
The story.
sorry, I just was about to say that the story was
entire
The
story.
story was stupid.
As somebody who's familiar with the comics between Venom and Carnage, this sucked. This was just horrible.
You know what's really cringy? When Carnage referred to Venom as father or dad or whatever it was.
Because technically he is.
I know, but it just felt really off.
I thought it was interesting where, Father, you must die. Not you, Father. That father.
Spoiler alert, he killed the other father though. He said remember he bit his head off and said power up.
Oh, that's right. He did do a power.
I would have loved to put Woody Harrelson in the good,
He does.
but he wasn't. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, this wasn't his best performance.
No, it wasn't.
As a bad guy.
No.
This was like this should have been one of his reels when he was younger and still kind of coming out. Like
I agree.
Because this was
cheers to that.
This was just what was that? I mean,
he wasn't very menacing at all.
He tried too hard.
He tried too hard.
He tried way too hard. It was just like, hey, I'm the bad guy. Hey,
I'm the captain now. They tried to make his character sympathetic. If you noticed it, they did try. They gave him a backstory. They gave him a love interest, which she was a waste of space.
yeah.
Complete waste of space.
This was Shriek.
Yes.
From that part of the universe, which was dumb. That was just, first of all, Shriek doesn't have the one eye like that. That was just dumb. That was a complete waste of time. That whole backstory behind it, dumb. I didn't like it at all. And it was what's her name from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I want to be very clear. We're in a movie theater, and he turns to me and says, "Is that bitch from Pirates of the Caribbean?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like he ran into an ex he couldn't stand.
Same story, different versions, and all are true. See, it was a woman as changing and harsh and untamable as the sea.
Because I didn't like her in that movie either.
Calm me down.
Oh my god, it was just...
I want to say one thing. Black don't crack. She doesn't look like she aged at all.
No, between that movie
and
this
she
one,
looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Overall, man, like this was just... And you said Tom Hardy co-wrote it when you read it in the credits?
Yep. Story by Tom Hardy and somebody else.
Let's not ever let him touch a pen and a pad
I
again.
feel so bad for Andy Serkis, who directed this movie.
Hi there, I'm Andy Serkis, director of Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Andy, why? I'm so sorry. I don't know what that end fight was between Venom and Carnage, but it looked like hot garbage.
Super.
Hot, sweaty, stanky garbage. Honestly, That was terrible.
Okay, so it's like an octopus fighting a fish. It's basically how you look at it, because you got the many tentacles and then just the one fish that's got nothing. Which is stupid because we all know Venom can do stuff. We saw it in the first one. We saw absolutely nothing in this one.
I was surprised that Venom even used his elasto hand, because
He did it once.
he did, yeah, one time.
Once.
That's all he does. I mean, he didn't. It's just, it's like he turns into the Hulk, but without the impenetrable skin and the raw brute strength. Like, why is Venom so weak in these movies?
Oh, shit!
Where you going?
That is a red one!
You need to come out right now.
Venom is supposed to be like,
He's supposed to be badass.
Yeah.
He's supposed to not give a shit about
Yeah.
anything. He's supposed to be the anti-hero.
Yeah.
In this movie, it just looked like he was a pushover. He was like, oh, I want to save the day, but not right now. Because I'm just not written for it.
not just written for it, but it's like art. So we start the movie, and Eddie Brock nothing's changed. He's still scruffy looking. He's still whiny and breaking his voice.
Yeah.
Right? And I turned to Man-Man and I said, didn't he like fix his life at the end? Didn't he kind of like come to some kind of like resolution? Like he was clean cut a little bit. He was being seen. He was talking normal in the end credit scene to Cletus Kasady. All of a sudden he's back to life is shit.
Scruff McGruff.
And then fine. He finally sees Cletus Kasady again. He figures out where all the bodies are. He's back on top. Clearly, that's what they say in the movie.
Yeah.
But he's still scruffy. He's still talking like this, my God. And nothing changed. So what was the point of that? Nothing changed. You make allude to him finding where all the bodies are. He gets back on top. Let him have some confidence again. Let him stress up. You want him to be that whiny bitch? Fine. Then let his ex drop the bomb. I'm getting married. Spoiler alert. Whatever. We already did the spoiler alert.
We're doing spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Every time I see spoiler alert, that spoiler alert thing is gonna pop up. Blah, blah. Okay? You, Jason, who's editing this later, spoiler alert. In other words, spoiler. I'm gonna put it all over the place. Splat. I want it right on my face right now. Spoiler alert.
I'm going to put it on his face.
Put it on my face. Then when he finds out she's getting married.
Oh, wow.
You could just say, I'm happy for you.
That was going to be us.
I am happy for you.
No!
Then let him spiral again.
He's, there was no uptick into the character
wasn't.
development.
No.
It was just he leveled and then kind of teetered back down.
Yep. And then he went way down.
And then he went way down. And then he kind of teetered back up a little bit, but he never returned to where he started at.
No. Eddie Brock, he's a loser.
In the comic books, in the cartoons, he was a loser, but he wasn't this much of a loser.
He was a loser, but he was a meathead. He was whatever.
He was more of a jock than anything else. He was just a real live
a whiny bitch,
virgin pussy. Like this was just horrible. Like he met the one girl, he's in love with her, he loses her.
In other words,
and then that's it.
Eddie Brock is simping hard for Michelle Williams' character. I forget her name. Alice, Jessie,
Anne.
He's simping hard for Anne,
which also doesn't make sense because the Anne character doesn't exist in the comic books. Eddie Brock has a thing for Mary Jane, which blows my mind.
But there is no Mary Jane in that universe.
Right.
That's why.
But again,
to make Eddie Brock's character likable and sympathetic, you have to give him something like that.
You gotta give him somebody.
I get it.
Right.
No, I don't get it. It's not necessary. You didn't have to. It's
stupid.
Really unnecessary.
Sony, you own the rights on both of these characters, and I'm referring to obviously Spider-Man and Venom. Obviously, in the mid-credit scene, by the way, pay attention. There is a mid-credit scene, not a post-credit. There is a mid-credit scene. So if you're gonna watch the movie, watch the mid-credit scene.
There's a secret special post-credit scene if you stay past the credits, but a minute past the credits.
Wait till the lights turn back on and just continue watching.
Yeah, exactly. Then you see the post-credit scene.
So the post-credit screen, post-credit scene. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. If you've seen obviously the preview for the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, there's a multiverse incident right? And this kind of actually plays into that. Don't know how.
That's just how. That's the deal that Sony made with Marvel to get Venom
into the
Marvel universe.
into the Marvel
To now
universe.
connect.
Which is fine.
The Sonyverse to the Marvelverse, because that's how they could keep Spider-Man. Was Spider-Man really that important to bring in Sony's crappy verse into the Marvel universe?
Yeah, sorry, Sonyverse is horrible. Like,
I don't know if that was really necessary. Like, I like
Into the
Spider-Verse.
Zack Snyder should do this. I know he does DC stuff, but I'm pretty sure he'll do a lot better than Sony.
So I don't know. At least even if it's crappy, it'll be stunning visuals.
Yeah,
that'll be something different. And here's the thing, I didn't like the first Venom movie, but I really didn't like the second Venom movie.
I enjoyed overall.
No, you didn't.
I can't say I can't. It was enjoyable.
How?
Yeah, you're right. My head hurts. It just exploded. I'm sorry.
The movie sucked.
The Venom series is just horrible. I'm sorry. I am a very big Spider-Man fan. Very big Spider-Man. I am a very big Spider-Man fan.
He is a very big Spider-Man.
And I'm very immersed in his universe, and it's just very saddening to see what the hell has been going on. And I know it's a rights issue, which is stupid, and somebody needs to get to somebody who knows that person's cousins, uncles, whatever. They need to fix this, because this is turning out like an X-Men situation.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yes.
This is everybody wants to fight over the rights and the names and whatever. And it's just it's horrible. The Venom universe sucks.
Yeah.
There's 2 movies in and it sucks.
And now I feel even worse for Morbius.
And this is a Geek Bros thing.
Geek Bros.
You have disappointed me. I loved you for a long time. Okay. You have done everything to disappoint. The Sonyverse sucks. Your exclusive games are okay, but the fact that they're exclusive is a whole other problem. But we're not gonna go there. The gaming Sorry.
How much sweet tea vodka have you had?
I've had whatever you gave me.
Okay.
But anyways, I'm just sad. I am just super sad. As a comic book geek, with Spider-Man, Venom, video games, and everything, and cartoons and everything.
Venom,
oh, by the way, Eminem makes I don't know if anybody knows this, made a drop.
A what?
A drop. A beat, a song.
Even when I got kicked to the curb.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage, including the song Last One Standing by Skylar Grey, featuring Polo G, Mozzie, and Eminem.
This song's
this
better.
One's better than
this
the first
was better.
One.
He wasn't screaming the name of
Venom. This one was actually like.
Yeah, I liked it. I meant to Shazam it, but we were googling.
We can Google it.
We were googling to see how many credit scenes there were because we really wanted to go to film this bullshit. We're gonna wrap it up because there's really not much to say about this movie.
Not a lot.
Final thoughts. And do you recommend the movie?
No. Final thoughts on this movie. Tom Hardy, I'm sorry. I loved you as Bane.
Gotham is yours.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Even though that was kind of iffy. Don't like you as Venom, and apparently don't like your written work.
I don't recommend this movie. Unless you really, really love the first one. Though it wasn't as good as the first one, if we're going to compare the two, I'd say just YouTube the end credit scene, just so you know what Venom 3 is going to be probably like, or Venom vs. Spider-Man, or how it's going to be. Because apparently in the end credit scene, spoiler, Venom sees a picture of Spider-Man, and he goes, what about him makes you so intrigued?
Yeah, that was. See again.
Manufacture because now the Venom symbiote has an obsession with Peter Parker
without actually being a part of Peter Parker.
Just seeing him on TV.
This is what bothers me.
And not seeing him on TV, a picture of him.
This is what bothers me. Okay, originally, Venom
Venom.
merges with Peter Parker. Okay, this is the origination. This is how it first happened.
Spider-Man 3 starting in the Raimi universe beyond.
Yeah. No Way Home. Anyways.
No Way Home.
That's what the name of it is.
No, Spider-Man 3. I'm telling you them to watch Spider-Man 3 to get the symbiote story.
Oh yes, with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Sorry,
I mean,
yeah.
you can. I mean, it gives you something.
even that was dumb. But anyways, the origination of Venom was that he merged with Spider-Man. Then Spider-Man was like, I can't do this anymore because you want too much out of my life. You're too anti-hero, and I'm a neighborhood Spider-Man hero. So separation. Then he goes into Eddie Brock, and then that's where the hate for Venom and Spider-Man comes from. This mid-credit scene made absolutely no sense.
No sense whatsoever.
You see a picture of Petey Parker on the TV, and you're like, this guy, and then you lick the screen. Why?
Yeah, because they have to manufacture a reason why Venom would be obsessed with him, or some reason.
But it's not even explained there. It's like seeing a complete. What just happened?
Nothing. I was gonna turn off the recording.
Turn off?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're so done.
So, this movie, we don't recommend it. If you want to watch it,
it is not Geek Bros approved.
Yeah, not Geek Bros approved. If you want to watch the movie, stream it.
For the love of God, don't give the money.
Don't
give them the money.
Don't give them money because this was horrible.
Don't give them the money.
I could probably
don't give them vote with your wallet, please.
Yeah, I could probably draw, and I'm not a very good drawer, a better version of this movie. This was horrible.
Yeah. It felt like it was rushed, and the pacing of this movie was awful. The pacing was we're done already. I'm Vibe.
And I'm Man-Man.
And that is a wrap. So remember, geeking out never looked so good.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't give them money.
Don't
Vote
do
your
it.
wallet. Venom.
Geek Bros.
It is good.
Sweet tea with a kick.
Exactly. It's hard sweet tea. Hard. For your pleasure.
Always.
I'm
the captain.
I am the captain now.
This was just. Even when the usher comes in, he's like, "What you doing, bro?"
I'm waiting.
But I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I saw the Geek Bros, and they told me there was a post-credit scene a minute after the lights turn on.
And when he does this to the projectionist, like, that's the cue. That's the signal that he's sending up there.
Exactly.
He's telling the guy, "Go ahead and play it for this guy."
The password is kissing your palm and slapping that bitch across his face.
I was just gonna say kiss him on the forehead, but we're whatever. It's fine.
Slap him across the forehead.
And
get him tangled in his web, girls.
Sorry.